tonight's game with the Atlanta Falcons was just pitiful. Just be honest. Be honest, man. 24-0 for the Atlanta Falcons Pittsburgh game. Although it's important to announce that they did indeed play most of their starters for the first half of the game. Kenny Pickett came out pretty well, 4 for 4. Mitch Trubisky 7-9. They had a pretty good start to the game, 24-0 all in the first half. So the Falcons did play a little bit better in the second half, but it just wasn't much offense for the Atlanta Falcons. Although Logan Woodside had 24, he was 24-31, 196 yards, got sacked 4 times. Taylor Heineke he did come into the game. He was 0 for 2 and got sacked. Carlos Washington Jr. ended up fumbling in a crucial spot in the red zone. But for the most part, man, this was just a total domination for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And let's be honest, this was a game for the Atlanta Falcons was more evaluation than anything. If you want to take anything out of it, the Falcons are going to have to figure out who is going to be that backup tackle behind Jake Matthews and Caleb McGarry. Now, Mayfield, Tyler Vrabel, those guys did not look good at all against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but this is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're known for having pretty good defenses. It's guys that can get around the corner and get sacked. They got sacked 5. They got 5 sacks tonight. Falcons had 2. The secondary for the Atlanta Falcons, they were shaky, but they made a couple of plays here. Clark Phillips is the one that really stood out to me. You saw Jalen Hawkins for the most part. I think DeMarco Hillams is definitely going to make this team. I think Hawkins are going to make the team too, but like I said, Hillams, Clark Phillips, those guys are the one that stood out to me. Mike Jones, he looked good as well, but the offensive line for the Falcons is really the story of this game. They did not look good. They did not look good at all. From Gwen to Schaefer, it was just an absolute mess. It was an atrocity. At the offensive line today. They rushed for 19 yards, so Arthur was not okay with that. A lot of penalties for the most part. And rightfully so. Again, Pittsburgh Steelers, they pretty much ran their offense like they're gonna run it for the most of the season. But at the end of the day, man, the Falcons have to find a backup tackle. I don't know if Jalen Mayfield is going to be that guy. Jalen Mayfield did not look good at all. But at the end of the day, this is where things are going to be interesting as far as the cuts concerned. Will Mayfield be cut? I personally don't think so. I would not be surprised if it happened. Tyler Vrabel, I think he's pretty much out there, but the Falcons have to get someone to be a backup tackle for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think for that reason, I think Mayfield is going to be that right tackle behind McGarry. But they will bring in a tackle, possible trade. It's going to be some cuts, so we got to figure out who's going to be available as far as the offensive line is concerned. But I think everything is fine. There's no need to overreact over a preseason game. Although we do really want to make a statement. I totally understand you want to make a statement, and I totally understand that you want to see some points scored, whether it's in preseason or regular season. You want to see these things. You want to see the team come out and perform, and they didn't do that. There were one win, 1 loss, and 1 tie. That's pretty good for the Falcons. So let me know what you guys think about this. This has been your boy, Mad Mike, with a recap for the preseason game. Pittsburgh Steelers and Atlanta Falcons. What did you take out of this game? Leave your comments below. I'm out of here.